What is going on, guys? JTGily back with another video, and this video is going to be really epic. There has been some new, leak news that's surfaced, and I promise you guys are going to love it. This is all the stuff you want to hear, and it's really awesome, and it's all coming in the near future, so make sure you stay tuned. But before we get into that, leave a like, and let's get to it. So before we get into the really awesome stuff, let's get into the stuff that maybe not everyone knows about. As you guys know, there's been a new update recently, and pretty much what it does is that there's cash bonuses and Stardust bonuses every day for catching the first Pokemon of the day or spinning the first Pokestop of the day. And something you probably didn't know is that if you do that 7 days in a row, I think on the 7th or 8th day, you get a fat bonus. So you get a lot of Stardust, a lot of XP, a lot of stuff from the Pokestop. So that's what they were saying. I have it on the screen there. That's what they're saying, so we can only speculate. I don't think anyone's done it yet because the update just came out, so we gotta wait a couple days. But we'll find out. So pretty much, if you catch a Pokemon every day and if you spin a Pokestop every day, the last one, the one on the 7th day, is going to be huge. So hopefully look forward to a video from that. Let's see if it's actually a significant change. We'll see about that. But more importantly, to celebrate this feature, from November 7th to November 11th, you'll find more Pokemon out in the world. Moreover, more Pokestops will grant more stops. Yes, this means more Great Balls, and for trainers that are level 20 and above, me, that means more Ultra Balls. This is amazing because those legendaries probably going to come out soon. I mean, they don't have much time until Gen 2, so they got to come out soon. So that's awesome. We need as many Ultra Balls as we can freaking get, man. So that's awesome. Take advantage of it while you can. Explore your neighborhoods with Pokemon Go. But what's crazy about the update is that I have a picture from Reddit, and look on the screen, yo. There is 30 Pokemon right there. You can see Horsies, you can see Eevees, Jigglypuffs, Bellsprouts, Oddish, what else is in there? What do you call it? Machops. There's a whole bunch of different Pokemon, and they increased the clusters of Pokemon, so there's gonna be way more Pokemon, more than usual, for the next 3 days. So that's really awesome. They're kind of piggybacking the old Halloween update. I guess they saw that everyone really loved how there was so much more Pokemon, and they are seeing that it's a good marketing strategy to bring more Pokemon in the game, because definitely a lot of my friends, like I said, came back for the Halloween update because there were so many Pokemon to catch. And now that they're having these huge clusters, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, yo. I could definitely use some of that, and I tried it on my at my house right now, and there's nothing, nothing pops up for me. So there's nothing here, but I'm gonna go Pokemon hunting tonight, hopefully, and hopefully we'll see some of that cluster action going. That'll be really awesome. But yeah, nothing here at my house, but that is a ridiculous picture. I don't, that's got to be real. It looks real, but that's got to be, I want to see that happen to me. I'll be so juiced if that happens. But that's ridiculous, and that's really awesome. Like I said, a lot of people are going to start coming back if they keep dropping these little updates that give you more Pokemon or more incentive to play. And I think they're doing this really well, and they're kind of preparing us for Gen 2. They want everyone to finish their Pokédex now, so they're doing these cluster updates, which is really awesome, and I'm really happy they did that. Shout out to you, Niantic. I still can't get over that picture. I mean, yo, that's a lot of Pokemon. I could definitely use that. That is crazy. I mean, there's nothing that spawns in my house. I get Pidgeys, Meowths, Growlithe, Rattatas. So even if you get those evolved forms of that, that's good for something that spawns around me. So yeah, nothing around me right now. Probably just a Geodude. But seriously, that is crazy. If that happens to me, I'm gonna be beyond juiced, and I will for sure record it. That is ridiculous. I'm sure a lot of you guys can use that too. Comment if you could, because I know I definitely could use that. That would be epic for me. God, that's a lot of candy right there. 30 Pokemon times 4, if you're counting the catch and the transfer. That's 120 freaking candies right there. They're all mix and match, but that's a lot of candies in general, yo. I don't even know if those Pokemon will be there by the time you catch them all. That is absurd, yo. That is really crazy. But hopefully that happens to us tonight. We are definitely going to go out and do an adventure. I gotta see if this is real, man. That would be epic. So let's get to what everyone's been pretty much waiting for. So pretty much there's these hackers, people kind of just people who know coding. So they go into the Pokemon Go code recently, and they see Gen 2 Pokemon, and it's really crazy. They now that it's surreal. Pokemon Go Generation 2 is coming, and it's damn near confirmed. It's in the game, so they're slowly gonna try to get that out. And there is a release date for it. I think it's gonna. And I heard it was something between. It's gonna be for sure by the end of this year. I'm positive it's gonna be by the end of this year. So only less than 2 months until we get Gen 2, and that is gonna be crazy, yo. Remember the hype from Gen 1? All those awesome Pokemon, all that shit. Now Gen 2 is coming out, and speaking of which, I don't want to get away from the fact that Gen 2 is coming, but since there's not that much time until Gen 2, that means legendaries are going to be out soon, and I'm thinking maybe Thanksgiving. I think that's a good time to drop some legendaries. Give some thanks to the Pokemon Go players. Give them some legendary Pokemon, or don't give it to us, but show us some legendary Pokemon, and that'll be really awesome. So I think check around Thanksgiving time. I'll definitely have you guys updated as soon as possible, as soon as some new information comes out. But check around Thanksgiving time. I think the legendaries will come out around then. I think that'll be really, really cool, and I'm stupid stoked. Yo, that's gonna be crazy, man. So definitely look forward to that. But anyways, about the new news. So pretty much they also found out all the new Pokemon that are coming into the game, and they also found out all the max CPs and like pretty much all the max CPs of every single Pokemon. So I'm gonna list a few for you guys here. So I'm gonna tell you guys a few of the max CPs of the more notable Pokemon. These are like literally some of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Definitely my favorite Pokemon of Gen 2. So first off, we got Lugia coming in at about 3,500 CP. That's pretty fat. You know, Lugia might be like the most, if not top 3 most epic legendary Pokemon. I think 3,500 is a little low. Yeah, I would have given maybe 45, yo. Maybe 5K. Just because he's freaking Lugia, yo. If you've watched the movie, you know how epic this guy is. But anyways, we got Tyranitar coming in at about 3,500. He's a freaking beast. Everyone loves Tyranitar. Got Ho-Oh coming in at about 4,200. Yo, I think Ho-Oh should have been higher. I mean, that's definitely the highest CP in the game, I think. So that's really awesome. But still, Ho-Oh, he's pretty legendary too. He's right up there with Lugia. Then we got the 3 dogs, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. Entei's coming in at about 3,200, Raikou about 3K, and Suicune about 3K. So Entei is kind of the higher one. That's kind of like that's like the legendary Eevee evolutions, except in this form, Flareon is the best one, while Suicune might be the lowest one. Then we got Celebi coming in at 3,300. She's a little beast, or she or he, whatever you want to call that little fairy. But that's a freaking beast of a Pokemon. I know a lot of people like him, her, it. And then the 3 starters, we got Feraligatr coming in at about 2,700, Meganium coming in at about 2,500, and Typhlosion, my favorite, coming in at about 2,600. He's definitely my favorite. I feel like everyone's Typhlosion was, everyone's favorite was Typhlosion or Feraligatr. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Gen 2 starter was. I definitely like Typhlosion. I would rock with him every time. But Feraligatr is pretty cool, and I gotta give some love to Meganium. He's pretty awesome too. But anyways, we got Crobat coming in at 2,300. Ampharos coming in at about 2,700. Ampharos, yo, that Pokemon is freaking elite. If you ever had any Pokemon cards, that Ampharos EX card was beautiful. That was just a beautiful card. It was just a really epic Pokemon all the way through. Now we got Umbreon coming in at about 2,300 max CP. That's pretty awesome. You know, 2,300 is a little low. If you compare it to the Vaporeons, there's a lot of high Vaporeons, but, you know, I guess Umbreon and Espeon, like, they're not as crazy as everyone else is going to think, but it is kind of going to be interesting how we're going to acquire those. Maybe we need to catch EVs that, like, randomly have a Moonstone, or the other stone. I forgot the other stone for Espeon, but maybe you need to catch EVs that have it, and not every Pokemon. Like, I think that's how they're going to integrate the items. You got to catch a Pokemon that has the items, and it's going to be completely random. So let's say, like, you wanted a Moonstone. You go in the wild and you look for EVs, and there's gonna be like an EV, there's a regular one, and then you catch another one, but the next EV is gonna have like a little item, and it'll say this EV has a Moonstone. So you're gonna obviously try to catch. I think that's the really only way they can implement the items, like the evolution items in the game, other than Pokestops, which could work, but I don't know. I like that idea better. Like I said, seeing an Eevee with a Moonstone on it, and then you can just remove the Moonstone, or you have to evolve that Pokemon that has a Moonstone, and you can't take it off. So it's gonna be even harder to find a really good Eevee, and then it's gonna be double the hardness, no homo, to find a really good Eevee with the Moonstone. So I think that's how that's gonna work. But you guys let me know how you guys think it's gonna work. I definitely think that's the reason. That's probably the most logical reason that they would do it. And then Ursaring coming in about 2,700. Yo, Ursaring was one of my favorite Pokemon in Gen 2. Blissey coming in about 1,200. Yo, it's really low, you know. I know Chanseys don't come in high, but 1,200 CP max, that's not the best, but you already know this is going to be loaded with HP, probably with like 300 HP, to be honest, man. If you can get a loaded Blissey, that'll be an awesome thing in the gym. Then you got Porygon 2 coming in about 2,700. So that's pretty cool. Still don't even have a Porygon. Doesn't even matter to me. And then the lowest CP Pokemon is going to be Shuckle, coming in about a max CP of about 400. So that's pretty low. And, you know, Who cares, man? Gen 2, we just want it, man. We just really want it, and that's going to be really epic. But that was pretty much the max CPs. So, that, like I said, there's like Tyranitar, Lugia, and Ho-Oh up in like the 3,500 to 4,200. But it can go as low as the 400 to the Shuckle. So, let me know if you guys like that. I definitely like those numbers. Those were all pretty good numbers. Like I said, Ho-Oh and Lugia, maybe raise them up a little bit. But anyways, those are pretty awesome, and those are definitely... That's definitely progress, and I'm super excited for Gen 2. And another thing that they found out was that they got some coding on a move called Transform, which is pretty much Ditto's signature move, and everyone knows about the move Transform if you've played the games, and that is Ditto's move. So that means Ditto, we got some new info on him. He's coming in the game. Hopefully we'll see how he gets in the game. Like, it'll probably like disguise him as a random Pokemon, and then it'll come out as a Ditto. I think that was already a theory, and there was like a fake video about it like earlier in the PokemonGo days, but I think now definitely that's how they should introduce the Ditto. That'd be cool if you just like saw like a Pidgey in the street and you clicked on the Pidgey and it just went boom, Ditto appeared. That's really cool. It's like really random too, and like it'd be a really cool. I definitely don't think he should come from eggs at all. I think doing that kind of thing is pretty cool because it would make people want to check every Pokemon they see in the wild. Because like, oh, is that a Ditto? No, like, and then like maybe like make it like not obvious, but make them like have like a little pink glow, maybe just to show that it is a Ditto, like to give some kind of hint. But that's really cool, and you know, I'm glad that we're getting some info on the legendaries, on the new Gen 2, on Ditto. We got a little bit of a release date release too, so that is just super awesome, and I really can't wait until this all comes out. But that was all the news for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a lot of information, so thank you for sticking around. But it was a lot of really significant and awesome information, and I'm super excited. Let me know if you guys are excited. If you are, leave a like on the video. If you guys want to see more Pokemon Go news, and if you guys want me to continue doing this Pokemon Go kind of stuff, leave a like. And if you're new, please subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.